Hey everybody, it's Sergio again. This is video blog number 5, 6. I don't know. I've stopped keeping count. Doesn't matter. This time it's going to be a little different. Rather than talking about stuff or trying to be funny, I'm going to give you a rundown of probably one of the biggest focal points of my house. That when people come over, they always have comments and opinions on it, and I don't know if they're positive comments or opinions, but I don't really care because the cabinet is about what I want. So if anyone's been to my house, they've seen it before. It's the Ninja Turtle cabinet in my dining room, which I'm going to show you now. As you can see, it's pretty big. If you've never been to my house, you've probably never seen it, but if you have, I'm sure you have seen it. This whole back wall has turtle stuff on it. As you can see, there's figures up top, and each shelf just has an assortment of stuff. I'm just going to go through a quick rundown. Let's say we got Happy Meal box, playing cards, mini figures. Got some glasses there. That's a 12-inch tall Leonardo in the corner. Along the back wall, you can actually see the original comics from the original Mirage run. Those are about 30 some odd years old. 12-inch Raph, a bunch of old figures from the original cartoon show, and that right there, I love that. That thing right there is the turtle van from the original cartoon. That thing's 20 some odd years old. There's like video games in there. There's an alarm clock. Just these are the McDonald's toys they released a few years ago. Second shelf, got some plushies in the corners. See, VHS tapes, troll dolls. Lunch boxes, more VHS tapes. Some of this stuff is really, really old. Some of it is not so much. Like these are only about 5 years old. These are about 25 years old. Then these are from last year. So it's just a random assortment of stuff, and like that's a Game Boy game. And this right here, I've taken a lot of shit for having that in here. It's like a 15-year-old can of Chef Boyardee. For the Next Mutation cartoon. Got the DVD of the documentary back there. Just all kinds of crazy shit in this cabinet. And if you move to the third shelf, you can see there's unopened figures on the back of almost all the shelves. Back here are actually figures from the original cartoon. These are the re-releases, as you can see by the little bug there. Everything on this bottom shelf is relatively new for the most part. There's a Foot Soldier that's old, and the old Nintendo game, Bebop and Rocksteady in the corner. But these things right here, these are about maybe 6 months old. Got some Legos. These are from the 2009 movie. All four of the turtles there, and of course all the 12-inch turtles in the corners. What I like to put on these shelves is kind of an equal mixture of stuff that people will recognize, like stuff like this. Like anyone who was a kid in the late 80s, early 90s remembers this specifically. Everyone had that. But I also like to put stuff in here that's just my favorite stuff. Like take this. This is the Raphael figure that is also the Night Watchman. Like that. There's no reason for that to be cool, but I just think it's cool. Like he's on a motorcycle. It looks just like he looked in the movie. But most people have no clue what that is. It's fine. You know, this shelf is just shit that I like. The other thing I like capturing is just how big and how widespread the turtle stuff is. Like a lunchbox, you know? You see SpongeBob on lunchboxes, Superman on lunchboxes, turtles on lunchbox. That comes back to the Chef Boyardee. Like, it astonishes me that 15 years ago there was a can of pasta that had turtles on it. Like if I had the Turtles cereal from the 90s, I would put it in this cabinet because it shows how widespread the appeal is. But everything is pretty normal up here. It really gets weird when you go down here and look in the bottom of the shelf, and there's just a giant orgy of action figures that haven't been opened. And we're not going to explore that because that's just short of embarrassing. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip that we took here. I'm sure you're going to be judging me now, which is fine. That's why I'm posting it. But next time, hopefully, I have something a bit more interesting to talk about. All right.